Good, it's your boy Czar, all rights reserved. Commenter Nation, greatest nation since United Nations. Let me say this. People can feel how they want to feel about different things, but I got this crazy conversation that is allegedly going on between y'all favorite, the baby mother, and I'm guessing it's a fan, but they claim to know who this is. And the conversation is just downright disgusting. That's number one. What they're going back and forth about is everything that you guys are protesting about. So if you are of African American descent, any type, and you don't take well to, let's say, blatant racism, because a lot of situations people say it sounds racist, it seems racist. No, this is blatant. This is blatant between two people, and it's so blatant that it's even, and I hope, like I said, I hope this isn't you talking about your son, because your son, you're claiming he's half black, right? To have a conversation like this, it just shows that it's a joke to you, and you claim you are. Number one, can I please have proof that you're African American? Are you mixed African American? That's not what this sheet I says have here. Me and her can have that debate. This sheet shows clearly you're of some Hispanic level of descent. Even if you were black, why would you talk about yourself this way? This conversation, guys, is so disgusting that if your child ever takes time to look at this, he would have. You ever hear someone say, so good, make you want to slap your mama? He'd have to slap you just to redeem himself. This conversation is crazy. Guys, she's going to claim this isn't her, even though the person showing me, it has her picture right by it. But it is going back and forth with someone using the N-word so many times that it becomes normal. No, more normal than if a cop said it. Guys, I am starting to see, were you planning to get in that situation with X? You planned to, didn't you? It wasn't, oh, this happened. That was your overall want. The things you're saying back and forth with this person, even if they're a fan, no black person would condone it. Not even a racist person would look at you like, are you racist? Literally, this would be crazy to them. This conversation, and why do I say that? Because it's a pointless conversation. If you get the gist of it, it's so pointless. It doesn't get to any conclusion. It's just reasons to say the N-word to each other. And it's not using the hip one, even though it shouldn't be said at all. Not using the hip one where it's an A, straight up the hardest ERS. All over. Is that what you think of Cleo? Is that what Cleo is? Because you're obviously speaking about this, thinking of somebody in mind that may be of that denomination. And if you have a baby with someone of that denomination, who were you talking about really? Let's not skip around these things. Guys, this is crazy. This looks crazy. To all of y'all who do PR work and want to show a lot of things like, she's amazing, she's not. Show this. Once this is up, show this. And you tell me how this is okay. Explain to me how this is acceptable. Put it this way. I've been around people who may have been prejudiced. They didn't have conversations like this. This is someone who blatantly has an issue with people that are of color. Blatantly. It's not even hidden. It's so graphic that at the end of the day, I don't even want to go back and forth with no one about this. I now know what you are. I now know. You can cover it up like we were just talking cool. Me and my friends don't sit around talking cool. We don't even talk around each other talking the A1, where we're like, in A. And I can't say it, YouTube guidelines, because for some reason, they'll let other people do it, but when I do it, it's a problem. This is who she is. Now that we know who you are, when I say you're fake, don't get mad. Just know I told the truth since the beginning. You been fake. Been. There's nothing new about you. You been money hungry, right? There's nothing new about the fact Trunk sent you money, right? We know what you are now. So I'm not arguing with no one about it. This concludes it. You seen a benefit of getting with this young man in his situation. Now you got a gift from heaven from it. And you want to act like that was the goal. No. What I'm looking at was the goal. Funny how, even reading this, if people look deeply enough at the concept of where you came from, since you don't want to show the responses before, they'll understand you always had a goal. This shows your motive. Period. I don't care if you say, I want to have kids, such and such, and you refer to them as ends. Yeah, she refers to her kids as the N-word with the ERS. You refer to your own children that way. Makes sense. Because didn't you get all them calls dealing with the way you handle your parenting responsibility? The way you acted as a parent dealing with your child? Must we forget that? You're a disgusting creature. You're a disgusting creature. And all that makeup looking like a clown, I don't get why they act like they're the ish. You're the size of a toothpick. My finger. You're the size of my finger. That's not bad. I can't even say the word. That doesn't make you sexy. That doesn't make you hip. You're a failed DJ living off of your deceased guy who you failed to even defend or fight for. That's what happened. I seen some of the background conversations, and I'm going to say this. You guys will be very enthused to know that there's more detail coming out that I need to get confirmed before I can talk. Put it this way. When I addressed the sound alikes and other situations regarding that, it was for a reason. Hopefully in the future you see it too. It was all for a reason. Why they were getting mad. Why they were trying to make up stuff. Why they were calling making up stories. Why they were doing this. Why they were doing that. It was all for a reason. And the thing is, I made promises to certain people to release receipts at a certain time. And I hold my promises dear. So I'm being honest about that. But when I do these and I bring up subjects like this, I'm giving you the ideology to read between the lines with. If you always thought people, you see people kissing up to a certain person. Look at what that certain person is doing. Look at things I called out. Look at their reaction. Look at how people around are defending only certain people, but then certain things get found out about them. Look at their lifestyles. Look at how serious they take you. This is the day and age we live in, where the fakes that used to get stepped on and held to the back because they were fake want a reason that they could come out and shine. That doesn't change that they're fake. Let me ask you. It's all about the money, isn't it? That money's going to last you a long time. Let's look at the receipts. You never really liked the work, did you? You never liked the work. But now you found the opportunity and you seized it. You feel good about that too. You always keep screaming the proof's right before y'all. This is his son. Can you show the proof? You still haven't showed us the proof publicly. Let me ask y'all a real question. If y'all had proof something was fact, would you hide it for like a year and a half? What is there to hide? What can you get in trouble with if it's exact proof? Wouldn't it shut people up and say, look, here's the proof? Why would you wait so long to show it? Why would you lay low and hide? Let me ask this. Why would you fear someone who's a real psychic and really tells the truth? What fear do you have? Isn't that why you call their services? I read between the lines. Everyone can tell me everything. I see something's being hidden, obviously. If it's in plain sight or not, you're hiding it. Shout out to hidden in plain sight. You're hiding it regardless. You are who you are. And what I just read, I'm so disgusted. I'm sad anyone who gives you props for being real doesn't know this side of you. Here's my thing. If you have any friends that are African American, Islander, anything that makes their skin dark, call them up and tell them what you wrote here right now. Call them up and tell them what you wrote here right now. Matter of fact, show this to them. Tell them this is how you speak about black people. Please. If you're woman enough, post it. I was about to say man enough. Granted, I don't know what you are. Some type of creature, whatever you are. Post it. Show it. Why do they do things behind the scenes? Show everybody around you who thinks you're okay with them being black. Show them this. Please. Why do y'all fake? Why be so fake? Publicly, you're this person. Behind the doors, you really think this about them. I don't get that. I never got that. That doesn't make sense. Why don't you refer... Matter of fact, why don't you use this word to their face? And guys, it's not just a word. It's not like she just did the word and that's all. It's a narrative with this. It's a narrative about what she really thinks, how she really thinks is written all in this. It's not just, oh, it slipped out. Not, oh, I just said it to be funny. Not, oh, I said it to be hip. You're saying it because this is who you are. And you're doing it in a way to attack the situation. Yet, you can't even admit to yourself what you really are. If this is in you, what you claim is in you, you wouldn't speak about it like that. Because you have respect for the ancestors that risked their life to get you where you are. That's how you're fake. This is who you are. Stop it. Yo, why do they play with me? And Creatention, stop taking the same. You know where you heard it first. Stop playing with me. You heard it here first. You ain't never do that. People doing new stuff. This, I call you out for not showing your face. Magically, a video with his face pops up. I told you they're going to do what I say. Because they realize how crazy it looks. And honestly, do we want to have a conversation about whether all the features of dealing with the music is all you? Do you want to rehab that conversation? I got new stuff. Really? It's all you? You're not getting coached up at all. You ain't got people behind the scenes at all. Speaking through you. Working with you. Man, yo, what happened to all the stand-up people? What's crazy is it's revolving around an artist who would stand up. And all the people around him be faking, fronting, really hating people, acting like they like him. And when I say hating people, she know what I mean. She hates the fact your skin's dark. And saying she can say this consecutively because she has some in her blood. Funny. People who are usually affiliated with it and understand it don't go out their way to say it with the ERS. How you're saying it is strictly how a person that's racist would say it. It makes no sense. Guys, the fakeness, it doesn't end. I beat all 50 reports. All 50 something reports, I beat them. Now they're sitting there quiet. Like it's over. But the stuff I'm not even releasing. Don't worry. I'm going to wake you up. I'm being patient. When I do this, it's going to wake them up. I'm going to show them that everything that we were doing was for a purpose. It's easy to say justice. Oh yeah, the word justice. But have you ever really lived it? Did you live your life for justice? Or did he die and you ran to collect your pennies? Stop playing with me. Stop. I caught you up. I called you all out. Whether they believe it or not, irrelevant. But who I said you are, you all are. You all are. Proven. And what's coming next? We been in tune. We been on the grind. The information don't stop. The agents don't move. They stand firm. All of it. We got it. I'm telling you, yo. Guys. In time, when you all realize the truth, you're going to know exactly what all rights reserved was for. And I'm moving forward. And I got more coming up. And I got stuff I'm thinking should I show because it's so crazy. I don't want anything to happen to them. Listen, they're slandering me, but I'm so respectful. I'm like, if certain people actually knew you guys had these conversations, let me ask you, would they all rock with y'all still? Would they all be cool with it if they knew how you really thought about them? Stop playing with me. Commenter Nation, greatest nation since United Nations. We're still here. They think silence means no, we're still digging. Still making them phone calls to CEOs. We still doing it big. All rights reserved.